Good morning, this is Sven, the road god, and it is Sunday, August 3rd, about 10 a.m. And we're here for a midsummer walkthrough of PHILSHIRE Farms. I like this potted verbena, hops climbing up the pole, got a Roma tomato snuck in there. And that's an amaranth grain. We have the black-eyed peas. And I don't know what type of Indian bean this is because I'm growing it for the spirit shop. And we have a basil and Mr. Sunflower or Mrs. Sunflower. We got tomatoes in containers all along the back wall and various flowers. And another fig tree. I like this guy. Tithonia, Mexican sunflower. And a celosia and a crazy verbena. Love it. And this is a purple top vervain. And they seem to be seeding themselves everywhere. White sage. I want to make a smudge stick. Just so much basil, too much basil to mention. And some of Quentin's wildflowers. Cleome. I don't know how to say it. Purple top vervain. Dahlia. And the Schaefer hibiscus. Thank you, Bob, for your parents growing this beautiful hibiscus. And it's actually going to make some flowers this year. A lilac, a cucumber, and there's actually some fruits there. I've gotten a good amount of cucumbers. Canna lily. More purple topped vervain. Long red cayenne. Hey, baby. Petunias. And this is the crazy, insane, unbeknownst to the world, a fig tree this gigantic in a parking lot. But here it is. And it's loaded with figs. Of course, none of them are ripe. But still, in theory, if they do ripen, this is going to be crazy. I mean, this tree goes on for miles. Let's go into the employee lounge here. Rawr. It's just fig, fig, fig. Look at these elephant ear plants. It's hard to actually film them because they're like all stuck under there and I can't really get in. What's up, Bowser? Bird bath. Bird bark butter bits. A pineapple or a pineapple, P-H-I-N-E. PHILSHIRE Pharms, more basil. Tomatoes, tomatoes. Jewel weed, the cure for poison ivy. Now we're gonna, it's hard to show you these elephant ears because, as I said, there's the clematis, it's done flowering. This is a cherry tree. Citronella scented geranium. Red currant. It produced berries. I ate them. They were good. Huh. Sophia. Good morning, Sophia. The queen of the garden. Various mints. Pineapple mint, hummingbird mint, banana mint, peppermint, spearmint, chocolate peppermint, apple mint. And this is Tulsi, sacred basil. Smells like juicy fruit. That also grows wild in this garden. The rain lily, another amaranth. Of course, I didn't plant this one. This is romaine gone to seed. This way, romaine will be naturalized to the garden as the seed will spread everywhere. Japanese suyu, S-U-Y-O, suyu long cukes. And wild morning glory. And the crazy mint that just grows out of the parking lot. Of course, the butt can. Yuck. Door basil. The more times it gets slammed by the door, when they open it, the better it gets. And we've got stevia and some anise hyssop and rosemary and rosemary's baby and some sun patience and a red geranium and a sambac jasmine plant, which is awesome. And we'll see if we can sneak in here. We've got a pink perennial hibiscus, which I need to cut the dead flowers off, and a red hibiscus, which is not perennial. Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. Basil. Look at these bell peppers. Some sunflowers that I never planted. A bush cherry. More bell peppers. And this with the burned leaves is a giant blueberry bush, which took a hit in the heat wave. This is an apple tree. I believe it's Granny Smith. Never produced fruit yet, but we're hoping for next year. Burpee's Super Sweet 100. And a cucumber plant. Thank you for this from the Schultzes. I kept it alive and it is bearing fruit. These are Dark Star tomatoes, my favorite tomato. And this is not a blemish on the tomato. It's just some dried up leaf stuck on that biatch. Get off of there. And a Burpee Super Sweet 1 million cherry tomato, which decided to be covered up by pole bean vines, which I actually did not plant. They were here last year. Apparently there was a bean left in the pot, because after I planted the cherry tomato, the pole beans covered it up. Stupid pole beans. All right, this is the grape that's wrapping itself around the shed. And I guess we'll go this way. It's the back of the gumball machine. I know this video sucks because people are probably getting epilepsy from all the quick motions, but what can I do? It's hard to walk through this garden. This is a thorned red raspberry. And, all right. This is where the grapevine is actually planted. And it grows all over the shed. It is a seeded grape. Adam and Eve. Strawberries. Forever. It's almost like a field. These were the tiger lilies. I mean, they still are. They just don't have any flowers. But they were amazing. Sunflower grown out of a pot there. This is just crazy basil. I can't even show it to you because it's so hard to see. Fennel. I love fennel seed. Thornless blackberries. What a crop. It's still coming in. It's still coming in. This is the back of the front. I guess that makes sense. Of one of the entrances here. More bell peppers. This is wormwood. Sometimes I forget what stuff is, and I go, "Day, this is I don't know. I planted it, but I don't know what it is." All right. No one's gonna watch this video except me. All right, this is hot pepper world. Wait, parsley gone to seed, but that will make it naturalize itself. 3 cuttings of Montauk daisy, and this was a weed that I thought I would grow, and then I realized how stupid that was. It went to seed. So I cut all the tops off and I threw them on the ground. Maybe our friend Sylvester the rabbit will eat them. So just the crazy extent of these thornless blackberries. They just go run all over the top of the garden, which is awesome. You know, it's just various tomatoes. Ooh, look, a fall gold raspberry. Breakfast. So let's try to walk through here and possibly show you the hot peppers. I'm no filmmaker, that's for show. Another fig tree in a container. Zucchini, not getting many. Those are some last minute black-eyed pea plants that, I don't know. I forgot to plant them and I finally did. These are more dark stars. Another cucumber. Climbing up the Boxcar Willie giant tomato. Gooseberry, it made lots of delicious burries. Ooh, a bay leaf. Baby rosemary that I saved from a plant that was almost dead. And this is a black crim tomato. Another romaine going to seed. Lots of marigolds everywhere, butterfly bush, lots of petunias everywhere because I also like them. Crazy basils. And look at this goji berry. We'll see if this flowers. A dahlia. And the zucchini is just kind of walking its way through the goji berry. That's dinner right there. Eggplants. I've gotten a few. Of course, you need to grow your eggplants in a shopping cart. There's just lots of tomatoes. This is a lemon verbena. Let's see if I can go through here. Another dark star tomato. Dipladenia. Chocolate sprinkles cherry tomato. And this is a beefsteak. Look at all these blackberries just everywhere. Anise hyssop. Lots of different sages. Cilantro. Sweet potatoes growing in a big container with a crown of thorns in a little pot, getting some sun. This was the Shasta daisy. This is the osteospermum. Hopefully we'll get some more flowers, the cone flowers. You can just see all the different angles of this garden. It's pretty crazy. Tarragon, the French variety of rosemary, a pineapple sage, a beefsteak with some nice blossom end rod. Gotta love that. It's hard to manage tomato fruits growing in containers. Either, especially in a parking lot where it gets 125 degrees, you're overwatering, you're underwatering. They don't like it. but you just plant a lot of stuff so nobody sees your failure. Ow. Alright. There's a valerian root. I've got a bunch of those. I don't make any Valium, but I love the way the flowers smell. Rogue petunias that grew in my pink geranium, but it's interesting how they chose to match the color. Much the same as up there with the Diplodenia. A red petunia randomly grew in that pot. So how do they know this? Red to red, purple to purple, I don't know. Zucchini, a milkweed, monarch butterflies, just love it. This is a dark star tomato growing where previously I had some fingerling potatoes growing. I forgot that is the purple fragrant heliotrope. I like to say that. Purple fragrant heliotrope. And a super chili that I grew from seeds from another pot where I had grown a super chili last year. There were a lot of dill plants infused with all of these that have gone to seed that I harvested the dill from, and I cut them down. These are baby California poppies. Thank you, Wendy. And another Cleome. Did I get it right? This is from Lisa Williams Wu. Thank you. Sweet potatoes growing in canvas bags. More romaine that went to seed. This is the Wendy poppy. This is the dumpster. If you need any trash, we got some right here. Lots of flies. They don't bother the plants. This is the cautious bakery, basil and parsley garden. Nice. Just trying to get you to see the scope of this thing. Cardboard only. More cannas. A lemongrass. And I love these crimson dahlia, which is interesting because this is what they're supposed to look like as per the packaging. And this is what they looked like last year. But I planted 2 bulbs, and one grew this, and one surprisingly grew this, which is so cool. And I don't know if you can see the morning glories. Growing out of the pot where the beefsteak tomato, one of the beefsteak tomatoes, I should say, is planted. Various marigolds, petunias, geraniums, a pentas, coneflower, gerbera daisies, yarrow, petunias, catnip, Pine trees. Mums. Petunia gazania. Yarrow. Winter savory. Pine tree. Calendula. More coneflower. Marjoram. Oregano. Garlic chives. Rain gauge. A lot of critters live here. We've got the little Sylvester the bunny, and there was a big bunny from last year that I saw. I don't know where he went unless he shrunk and we're calling him Sylvester. Thanks for the gumball, Mickey. Remus, the resident scarecrow. What's up, Remus? It's quite crazy garden. Well, we thank you for visiting us here at PHILSHIRE Farms, August 3rd, 2025. Y'all come back now. Please watch the shorts on my channel, mostly dedicated to the garden. They give you a little bit of an up close and personal look at some of the better plants that are featured here in this little ghetto garden we like to call PHILSHIRE Farms. Thank you to Kasha's Bakery, the Spirit Shop Liquor Store, and of course Phil's Deli and Market for your gracious hosting of this garden anomaly. I'm Sven the Road God, and I'm signing off. Have a beautiful Sunday. Look, sky chickens. We'll close on the gladiola.